Yeah, so
that has us on it.
I was here in plenty of time, but then I ran out of time since my mic wasn't working. Hopefully my mic's working okay now. Doesn't seem like it's working as good as it usually does.
Hopefully my mic's working okay now.
Yeah, sounds like it's okay. Copy. Sorry guys, we're running a little late here. I'm almost there, and had a little mic problem. All right, we are live. We are live. Let's see. We are live. Refresh. If you don't see us live. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everything's going well. If you're here and you can see me talking now, it's just me and Louie. Let us know you're in the chat down below. We're going to talk a lot tonight about belief and what the power of belief does for, pretty much we're going to talk about what it does for anything. Because I think that belief, and we may have touched on this a week or so, a couple of weeks ago.
It was a few weeks ago.
It was a few weeks ago. About how important belief is in anything, because I think it's a big thing that holds people back from just about anything that's done in life, period. And because if you don't believe, then maybe you don't get started, but you certainly don't hang around very long, right? So no matter what it is, I mean, down to anything. It could be the I got a fish pond and it's turned bright green, and if I didn't believe I could clear it up, I wouldn't spend money on stuff to clear it up, right? So I know that's a strange example, but that's the power of belief. In the Bible it says, belief, faith the size of a mustard seed, right, can move mountains. Now, what do they mean? Do they mean if you believe you can move a mountain, you can actually make it get up and move? Or do they just mean if you believe, you can scrape the top of that mountain off until it goes away, right? But if you didn't believe that, if you didn't believe you could cut it off, or you could move it, or you could blow it up, or anything like that.
I have some content on that, Jim. It's whatever your mountain is too. It's whatever the mountain is that you're facing or trying to get over. If you don't believe that you can get over it, then you're never going to be able to get over it, because you are what you believe you are. Is the example there.
I lost my book.
It doesn't take very much. It doesn't take very much belief. When you say the size of a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds, and yet it turns into something so big from something so small, that it doesn't take very much, but it does take belief, and in a lot of cases, it does take action, but it starts with belief. The Wright brothers thought they believed they could create an airplane, something that could fly. They thought we could create electricity and on the light bulb. And the first came was the belief that you could do it. The mountain was, how do you do it? It never been done before. And then just to stick with it, with your belief until you brought it. I mean, if you can think it, then it actually exists. But you have to think it long enough to bring it into your existence. There you go.
Appreciate it, Louis. So that's Louis Jolly. Louis Jolly is I call him my business partner. We met working in this business, and we just have hooked up and have come together and do this every Thursday night. We were both in the military. We got a lot of things in common. So him and I just resonate well with each other. So we help each other pull ourselves through this online business thing. I'm going to turn on my fake green screen because I'm not liking how much bouncing I'm getting with the green screen. If you'll talk for just a moment there, Louis, or not.
Talk a minute, you said. I'm just looking, we got a couple people in the chat here, so
Okay.
just saying hello.
I never noticed how much my computer bounces if I don't turn on my screen before. I never we tried to get the background looking a little better behind me so that I didn't have to use my green screen. And I didn't like how it
All right.
viewed.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's good to talk about belief. I see, Jim here is pretty consistent in his emails, and I see in his email, he's celebrating his 6-month anniversary in the 30-minute workday and what it's done for him, and the belief. And he even shared in his emails, if you're not in his, if you don't get his emails, they're always, very insightful and in a lot of cases timely, for motivational, and provides value, just like hopefully this video will. Talking about it. Him and I started about the same time with the 30-minute workday. Both of us, him much longer than I did, in the affiliate marketing arena, with little to no success until this system that basically, just showed us the steps that were always right in front of our face, but we just didn't see them because maybe our belief didn't think it could be as easy as it's turned out to be. Easy, but it's hard to be consistent. I have other income streams and things in my life as I'm trying to get this. So I put a little bit of time in all my businesses, and this one I haven't put a whole lot of time in the last month. But Jim and I started again about the same time, and he's just, we did well. I'm not going to lie there. I'm still getting my residual income. I don't put out my emails every day, but that's my choice. But I think we're going to talk about the belief. My belief right now is what I'm doing. I'm prioritizing what's most important to get me to where my overall goals want me to be. So that's where I'm putting my time. Jim's putting much more of his time here in this space, which I'm still here every Thursday night, and I'm still putting my time into this space because I believe the thing that Jim does. So yes, we are like-minded, both veterans. Normally we have Robin Williams on. She's in the military and is part of our trio. And, we're on this journey. So I'm not sure exactly where Jim's going to take us tonight, but we want to showcase, what it is we're talking about right now. What is it that we believe in so much that we get on here every Thursday night? And I think we only missed 1 week because the master here was out on, that's Jim, by the way, was out on vacation. And neither Robin or I could take over. And I'm going to mute because cue the dogs.
Cue the dogs. Yeah. So we've been doing this. We've been doing this probably close to 6 months. I know today, like Louis said, today is exactly 6 months since I started with 30-minute workday. And I do want to show a little bit of information, kind of about how my success has been with that, because I want to really help some people break through with belief, because the big thing, that's why I said the big thing here is if we can get you believing that this works, or that anything works, that whatever system you might be in, if you can just find the right way to go about it, and you can start to believe in it, and you can start to share it in a way that people believe in you, you'll have more success, right? And that's what's happened with me. And I know that's what happened with Louis early on specifically. And that's how, Louis came on to our Monday Night Mastermind and was talking about what we're going to talk about tonight, the 30-minute workday, and how he got a sale so easily. And I felt Louis's belief in that. And I right away decided to take a look at that. Now I was already in, and the same with Louis, I do believe, was already in the HBA products that we'll talk about as, you know, one of our income streams. So it just made total sense to go ahead and use the 30-minute workday because we already owned half the system, you know. So we both came in a little bit backwards than what we're doing it now, but it worked so well and catapulted our success, that we decided that this is the way that we want to take this direction. And like Louis said, he's had other stuff going on, and his sales still continue to come in, at least to a degree that he's pretty happy with continuing doing this. So we're really excited about the system. And I do want to share, you know, my sales lately. Today I sent out an email and showed that that I had 7 sales today. And that's a little higher than my normal, but that's pretty exciting, you know. And I consider a sale as a $500 transaction. Now, some of these are rebills, so that's part of my $500 transaction, right? But some of these, like this one right here, you can see came in at the same time. That's a real good indication that this is a new sale. So these are my sales just for today. And then as you see, if I scroll down, these are just sales that I've had and I've been consistent. And actually, I just got my computer redone, so you can't go back further than August here. But it looked like this for almost the whole entire 6 months. It's been every single day, almost every single day I've gotten a sale. And like I said, I consider that to be a $500 transaction, right? They're usually 20 bucks, and then, you know, people stick around for a long enough time that they end up being of around a $500 transaction. And then my goal is to help each one of those people become successful. Like Anthony's down here. And Anthony, I've helped quite a bit get set up and get some leads coming in. I haven't heard if Anthony's got any sales yet, but I know he's gotten quite a few leads. So I've worked close with Anthony because he's shown initiative and started the system. And what I really want to do is show you guys some of the system tonight also, but I do want to talk a little more about belief. And I'm going to show a screen share, and I don't usually show my income because it may not resonate with you, right? It may not resonate exactly with you on how much, but just show you, just in September, I've made $1,388 in September. And if we go back all the way to March 24th, exactly 6 months, I'm going to show you, I've made $6,092 in commissions. That's $1,000 a month for not a lot of work, starting from scratch. I had no list on March 24th. Right here, you can see that my first sale was a couple of days later after I started. And then these blue lines are sales every single day. And all of this money, $5,472 has been deposited into my bank. This money comes they pay on Fridays, and this comes every single Monday. And this is only the HBA portion of it. This doesn't include some of the other income sources that are inside of the 30-minute workday that we're going to show you. So $1,000 a month. I mean, I think a lot of people would be impacted pretty positively for $1,000 a month. So like I said, I don't usually show that because maybe that's not a lot of money to some people. And so I usually keep that a little bit secretive, and maybe it's a lot of money to some people, and maybe it's unbelievable. So all that being said, I just wanted to show that because I'm pretty proud of $6,000 in 6 months.
All that being said is, in 6 months, you started with nothing. And us doing pretty much what a lot of other affiliate marketers out there are doing was looking for an opportunity. Now I do an MLM product that I've had some, I'm gonna say luck, I guess, if you want to call it that, some sales through that, but I'm not building that business at all. And that's a lot of work to do that. And the sales are minuscule, and they're not residual unless, I'm not selling a product that provides a residual income. This this for folks, this is building a residual income, like Jim alluded to. There's some rebuilds there, and they build a snowball effect. Just like there's a snowball effect is that he's got new sales plus rebuilds, and then you're going to have people, and it's just the right amount, because then there are going to be people that are going to say, "I want to do this." Their belief was strong enough to get them started, and then after, they didn't do their emails or came into a hiccup, whatever reason they're not doing it anymore, they'll drop away. But if you just keep doing what you're doing and believe in what you're doing, and I mean, we'll share links with you to the Wednesday night with Amy. You can get it on the Monday nights with the whole group, just to see the backgrounds of people. I always said, if I can do this, anybody can do this. And then my son started doing it at 16, and he started making more than I did. And I looked at his emails and kind of thought, from an older person's perspective, you know what? He resonated with people, and he did it, and he's doing well with it. It's just your belief in it. If you're here watching this, you're looking for something. If you have not got started, we'll hope to give you some nuggets tonight of information that can help you. Maybe you're at a point where you're like, I don't know. I just don't know. The good thing about this is that the 30-minute workday system is free. It's the learn the steps that go through. I help people sometimes in a trading environment, and we have a simulator. All right, so they have to go through the simulator, and nobody likes to go through the simulator because if they're good at it and they can see all the money that they could have made. All right, so here the book and everything that's in a 30-minute workday is the simulator. You're going to learn step by step. You're going to be around people that are doing it and are good at, or are starting from nothing and getting sales right out of the gate, and you're going to want to jump right in and do the same thing. So it's like a simulator. You can see it happening. You can pick up on the pieces that they're talking about, and you can learn before you jump in if you haven't decided which way you're going to go. But it's free. It's free, and so it's fortunate that it's free for the ones of us that have spent a lot of money trying to learn this stuff. That it's now free, because some people come in, they don't realize the value of it. Right now, Jim just gave you an example, and we don't normally share. His income or my income in this is it's not typical. It's typical based on your own results, your own work. Jim works at it. And by work at it means he spends his 30 minutes a day creating his emails and sends them out religiously, continues to get traffic, continues to work on his business. Not everybody has those same results. And now I did just lose my train of thought when the dog ran the bell back there. Ding, 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 your time's up.
That's okay.
It'll come back.
It's funny because you say I work at it, and I do. I like to get around. I like to post on Facebook. I like to post in the chat that I'll show you. And I like to help people. I hopped on with Greg the other day for like an hour and a half, and we kind of chit-chatted kind of like this, and I showed him a few things, and I showed him how to make images, and I showed him how to post in Facebook, and I showed him how to do all kinds of stuff like that. But I just consider that to be my hobby, right? So I'm getting paid to do my hobby and just hang out with people that want to learn from me, and I think that's really super cool. That's one of those things they kind of call soul pay. I would do that. That's the kind of thing I would do for free. But now I have the opportunity to get paid to do it as well. So I think that's super cool. And I just literally got an email from someone that says, I'm so discouraged right now. I didn't realize how much people lie. They tell me I have money, but I never do. Please be straight with me. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this person is getting at, but she emailed back on my belief email. So I'm guessing that she's got a belief challenge, you know? And it's the same thing. If you can't believe it, and I understand there's a lot of bad stuff out there. Um, there's a lot of stuff that looks bad, right? That probably isn't because people didn't believe long enough to do it. There's a lot of people that if you come into any business, if you do anything and you don't actually do it, I do leads. I do the click button leads like you'll see in the system. In a few minutes, I'll get into the system and actually show you. And I do those leads every single Monday. That's part of how my business, how it runs, right? If you don't advertise your business, if you don't send an email every day, at least for a while, you don't get any real traction. You don't get any momentum going, right? If you only email, like,
Every week in the gym, we end up having to bring that topic up, is that a lead is a potential customer. No matter what kind of business you have, there's potential customers. I see crafters set up at a craft show, and the potential customers, and they pay for their spot, and they set all their stuff up, and they've got pretty much a shotgun approach of customers come and buy their tables. All right, hopefully one or two people will stop, but those are all leads, but are they all leads for those products? The same thing with a store in a mall or anywhere else. If a car is driving by on a busy street, um, you know, those are all potential customers or leads, if you want to say that. It becomes a lead when you have a contact part with them. In an online world, a lead is a potential customer. And the luxury of the ability to be able to buy leads or a list of customers that will come and look at your offer that's already pre-interested in what you have to offer. It doesn't matter what it is out there, you can buy lead sources for. Is a luxury, because the mall, if you're in the mall, you put an ad in the paper because you're trying to reach potential customers with your message. We're trying to reach potential customers by getting them to our landing page to see what our offer is. It's the same thing. A lead is a potential customer.
right.
By buying those leads, you are buying again, instead of getting a shotgun approach to 1,000 people coming into that mall, and 2 people might walk in your store and be window shoppers, and 1 might buy. What we're doing is we're bringing if you buy 50 leads, you're buying 50 potential customers who are already interested in your store, your type of store. All right. Some of them are going to say, yeah, I want to know more information or buy something. And some of them are going to say, no. But you know what? Now that you've entered my store in the form of an opt-in form, I can continue to remind you, hey, you were interested back on this day. Here's a little tip. Here's some free training, to help somebody along. That's what a lead is. So, I think we have gone through, Jim and I have gone through that stage of maybe trying to explain buying traffic, pushing the button, to now it's like we've maybe climbed our mountain a little bit and said, you know what? No. That fear of buying those leads, that was dumb. That was a misbelief that wasn't going to work. And it was quite the opposite all along in our business. I mean, that's how I made my first sale. I was part of this forum, got in, said, hey, how do I get into this? Walk through the steps, push the button, and the next week, I'm in our forums like, I got a sale. You're talking to a guy. I was Nick's first testimonial. That, hey, I've gone from making nothing online to getting a sale. It's an awesome feeling. But anyway, that all came from buying potential customers.
Right. Because, we call it target. We're able to reach out to a person just like you. If you're here, we reached out to you because this is something that you're interested in. And now we're trying to help you have belief. We're trying to help you see that this works and that it could work for you as well. Um, so what I want to do is, like Louis said, I do work at my business. My results are, I almost hate to say not typical anymore, because I've seen so many people now do what I've done if you just follow the system. Now, if you don't follow the system, if you don't do what the steps, it's not going to work out as easy. Will it work? Yeah, it'll work. There's a lot of people that's getting a random sale here and there. But if you want to get consistent results, you need to put in consistent effort. But what I want to do is I want to go in and show how easy this system is. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And if anybody's here and is listening live, and if Arlene, if you're here and you want to elaborate on your message there and let us know what you mean, we will certainly cover whatever it is you need for us, whatever it is to resolve your question there. So I'm going to go to Get 30-Minute Workday. And if you want to get more information, Louis mentioned that this program is free to get started in, to get the training, to get the free ebook that has 20 years of experience. There's a button down at the bottom of this video, and whoever sent you here will get credit if you click that button and you sign up for the 30-Minute Workday. And you could actually, be set up pretty quick and follow along with what we're going to do. But when you first sign up for the 30-Minute Workday, you're going to land on this dashboard page right here. And there's a video here that says, do this first. So you want to listen to this video. And that's going to be the guts of the system, is listening to the videos and do this first. So once you do that, you'll get connected. You'll come over here. Once you get connected, that's going to load you up into our chat community. And I thought that's what Louis had behind him, but he has the phases behind him. So this is the chat communities here. These first two are the really important ones. And then there's some YouTube stuff here that shows you the testimonials and such like that. So you can check those out as well. And once you get signed up into the into the chats, this is the chat. And we've talked about the chat a time or two. This is where you can get instant help. There's a lot of leaders here. There's a lot of people that are getting started here that have knowledge and information and can help you out right away once you start going through phase one and you start to get some information. And I'll show you that as well. But I wanted to show you this because there's a lot of people here. There's 2,153 members in the chat, and you can see right now, JD, one of our moderators, is typing right now. So there's usually somebody here that you can talk to. When you first sign in, somebody will give you a blanket statement kind of like this that will tell you what to do to go back into the system and get going. And then people will pop information in here about, sales. I put my sales in there for today. I put sales in and showed that just a few minutes later, I got another sale. And today, like I said, it was 6-month anniversary. So I celebrated sales a little more than I normally would. I also noticed that I was 17th and I moved to 16th today for our main product as far as overall results. I wanted to show you, there was somebody else I just noticed too that made some sales. And I wanted to show you, but anyways, people post in here all the time about their sales and about the results they've got and stuff like that. So this helps not only with immediate help, but it also helps with belief when you see other people doing it. And then you can see that, I'm a big believer. If someone can do something, I can do it. If it's able to be done, you can do it, right? So that's one part of belief. If it's able to be done, it can be done, right? If you couldn't mine a mountain, if you couldn't move a mountain, then it would never happen, and we talked on the call the other night, or maybe this morning, about the 4-minute mile and how it physically couldn't be done for a long time. They physically thought it would injure you and maybe kill you if you ran that fast. And then one guy broke that barrier, and now even high school kids break the 4-minute mile. So that's part of belief. And by being in here and you see some people struggle, right? And you see them struggle for a few days, and then all of a sudden, pop, they get a sale, and then pop, they get another sale. I mean, sometimes they'll get a couple of sales right in the first couple of days. I've even seen people in here that say, I've already quit and now I've got a sale. So I'm back, because it took just a little longer than they thought it would. So the chat's really important, I think. It's great for belief. It's great for seeing that other people are struggling along with you, and then seeing that they start to get results. And it's also great to say, hey, you know what, this doesn't seem like it's working right. Can you give me some advice on how this is supposed to work? So that's something also that I like about the chat. Super cool. And then, so what we'll tell you in the chat is go in here, go to your dashboard, which I just showed you, and start on this video, and then go to phase 1. And then most of us will also say go to phase 2 and start reading the book. The book is what we've talked about a bunch of times. And the book is, I mean, I think it's the whole backbone of the system, because it tells you everything that you need to know. The book has everything in it. And we like to talk about the first 12 pages because the first 12 pages is big time on belief. And by now you probably know that belief is a major part of this business. And so, but also inside of this book is going to show you the major steps that it takes to do this business. And he even apologizes that it looks so complicated, but I like to show it. I thought it was, I always think it's closer to the top than it is. So it shows the entire business broke down into one graphic. And it must be coming up soon because I feel like it doesn't usually go this far. Here it is. So the entire business, let's see if I can zoom in on that. There we go. Our entire business comes to a lead. The lead is a person that's coming to your store, and then they go to your page, and then they get some more information, and then you make a sale with them. And then over time, you make more sales with them. So this is a whole business. And the book, of course, explains it in more detail than that. But the reality is it's pretty simple. And most of this inside the 30-minute workday is already done for you. Basically, they'll get leads for you. They're not free. We show you ways to get them cheap. We show you ways to get them that are more effective. And we show you ways that you can get them for free. But, when you're getting them for free, that takes time instead of money. So it depends on where you're at in life, whether you spend more time or more money getting leads. But the leads come in, go to your business, make a sale, you get money for it, you get more money down the road. That's the basis of any business, right? And this will show you how to do that in quicker ways. Like your store is pre-built for you, right? Your leads, you can get them pre-done for you. Then all you have to do is send an email out. This is mostly what I do every day is send an email out. And that causes these processes to develop further on. Okay. So, whoops, wrong page. Apparently that loaded up inside the same window. Louis, anything you want to add at this point? You're muted. You're muted, Louis.
No, that's great. Those are the exact steps. I can do this every week, because people miss the message. Like Nick said, in some of his emails, and I think somewhere in the book, he flew to a place, spent what, $19,000 to spend one day with a person, and he taught him this simple formula. And you look at it, and we're doing it now, and we're like, he paid $19,000 for that. This book, 30-minute workday book, in this community is worth millions of dollars. I mean, this could not have come at a better time. The little guy, the truly the little guy, who doesn't want to spend from a high pressure affiliate marketer $5,000 to learn, oh, all I have to do is create a capture page and engage people and provide value to them. I mean, that's what we do in our business. And that's what any business does in anything. You know, if you're a contractor, if you're a coach, if you're sheetrock or whatever, is you're going to provide value to your customer. And that's in our profession, is that we want to help as many people that want to learn how to make money from being online, do it and do it very cost effectively. I know a lot now. I know quite a few millionaires, both online and offline. And I've told, Jim knows that we do rather well ourselves. And the ones that have earned it in this lifetime, a lot of them you would not be able to tell that they have a pretty good bank account, because it's not their lifestyle. Their lifestyle is to do what they always did, whether it either be to help people or whatever. It's not about that. We all wish for that. We all wish for it. But in the end, um, it's still about helping people. And if that's not who you truly are, you won't even be in the space. You won't even be here. It's not who you truly are. Here, Nick is showing you, no matter what your background is, if you have no technical knowledge, if you are really tech savvy, it does not matter. If you come here and put the time in, you will be where Nick is. And this book is free. I mean, Jim just showed you, and two things that Jim showed you. One, he showed you how much money he has made in 6 months. Two, how many people are in the chat, in the chat. How many people are in the chat tonight? When you were over in Telegram? When you were over in the Telegram, how many people are there?
There's 2,153 members in the chat.
Right. In the chat, but there's over 20,000 30-minute workday members. All right. So if they were all able, and Jim and I are just scratching the surface. We're on the low end of this. We're coming up through. We're doing what our mentors taught us to do: learn, do, teach. Learn, do, teach. Every time we learn something, whether it be how do I get my emails to show up better, how do I do this, all those little tips that we're teaching each other and growing. You don't get that when you go to work. You don't get that. The person next to you is not going to help you do better. Here, I mean, Jim could show you in his list there, 90% of the people that reach out to Jim's never going to earn a commission off of them, one iota. And he already told you that's not what it's about. It's his hobby and his passion is to help people succeed. It doesn't matter, hey, well, you didn't sign up underneath me, so go. We even have people, and I think Jim's one of them, that, there's a higher end product in our back office. And instead of, talking the person into, they would have bought it. They would have bought it, but then they wouldn't have had any money to promote their business. He's like, hey, wait a minute. If you just spend money on your thing, when you get there, when you get somebody to sign up for that, that's when you do it. He gave up a commission because it's not about that anymore. That is because our beliefs and we've kind of grown in, being around the right people on this. Is somebody saying something?
Yeah, Anthony said, does the dog agree?
We may have more than one dog in this house. We may have several, and they might have gotten in a disagreement because they're being put to bed. And anyway, that happens.
That's awesome. Dan, I hope you're still around. I saw you. I didn't see you there before. I didn't say hi. Hope you're still there. Hope this is resonating with you as well. Yeah, so let me move on. What I do want to talk about for a minute, though, is, some of what, we talked about how much I've made and how many people are here. And I want to point out, too, that I don't ship anything, right? I don't do any customer service. I don't package anything. I don't even order anything, right? It's not like drop shipping. I don't even have to go and order something to send it to somebody else. So there's not a lot of work here. I didn't develop any products for this particular income stream. Now we have another income stream that's almost the same amount of money, maybe a little more actually, of a product that Christy, my wife, has developed. But I didn't show that income. You know, this we have several income streams, and that's part of what the 30-minute workday is learning how to develop multiple income streams, right? But we didn't put any of this together. Not the products that we offer, not the traffic that we offer, not the tools that we offer, not the 30-minute workday. It was all built by someone else. And we're going to show you how to build the little bit of stuff that you have to build. We're going to show you how easy it is to do right now. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you a couple more sticking points that I know that we usually have. Let me refresh here. Okay, and then so we'll go back in here and we're going to tell you to go to phase one, and we're going to tell you to go right here to listen to this video. The phase one video, there's a video right here. This one is a little long, so give yourself some time, get a drink and some popcorn and watch this whole thing. Do not skip ahead. You want to watch all the videos all the way through. They're what's going to teach you. Consider this to be a college in business. They're going to teach you what Nick has put together, what he's spent, like Louis said, $15,000, $17,000 on one single day, let alone all of his experience over 20 years. I mean, Christy and I have made a lot of money online, $500,000 with one business. All of that experience is inside of this program, you know? And when I saw the book, I was like, golly, this guy has done the stuff that we've done over the years and compiled it all into 183 pages, right? And then he does videos to back it up. And then, so all you got to do is watch the videos and go to the green buttons after the videos and after whatever action steps. You see, each one has an action step also that you fill in. Get your picture in here so that it'll show up in the back office and people will start to know who you are. When people sign up for your 30-minute workday, this picture will show up inside of their 30-minute workday like my sponsors does, right? My sponsor is Paul Hutchings, the founder of the HBA products that we're going to show you. And so then you'll click through on the green buttons, and each one of them will have a little bit of an action step. Most of these videos, you see this one is 2 minutes long. So most of these videos are super short, and then you'll have a short action step, and then you're going to discover the products. This video is 7 minutes long. This is going to tell you all about the actual products that you need to run your business. Get your income tools, step 1 of 2. This is going to tell you how to get the only 2 tools you need to build a 7-figure funnel online. A funnel is basically like a storefront. This is your main page to your business. And then your funnel may change depending on how many different income streams you have. But the one that's going to be set up specifically for 30-minute workday, we're going to go through and we're going to show you exactly how to set it up. And Nick has a video that's going to show you exactly how to set it up. So you'll get your tools. Your tools are only going to cost you $40 a month. So your whole entire business, your store, and all of your income stream is going to be $40 a month to get started. You're going to put in your token here, and these products pay 33% and 80%. So for every customer that comes through your 30-minute workday and sets up their system, their business in a box behind you, you're going to start to make $25 a month off of right away. So it only takes 2 and you're actually in profit, right? Now you're going to set this up. You're going to come through here. There's some higher end products we've talked about. This one pays 33%. That's your automatic email system, I like to call it. Your get response is oh, I'm not on the book anymore, am I? I don't have that topic. But anyways, to send your email, I have a list of like 7,000 people that I send an email to. And I send that email by just clicking a button. A lot of people don't know that there's something called an autoresponder. That's what get response is. That's one of our products, and it pays a 33% residual commission. I have 8,000 people in my list, and I'm able to go through and send them an email all with one button click, right? I just come in here, I create my email and send it out with one button click. And then so you can see that I send out an email to 2,700, I send an email out to 3,900, I send an email out to 3,900, I send an email out to 760. So it just depends on which which income stream we're working with. Like I said, we have a couple of different income streams that we deal with. So this list is not all my 30-minute workdays, but so that will do that all for you off of just one. You write your email and you press a button to send it out. And again, all of that's going to be explained in these videos. So I'm not going to go super in depth into some of the steps, but it's all in here and they're all really short. This one doesn't say how long it is. This one's 12 minutes, and it's going to talk about how to make over 30 times more money right now and 5 times more money per month with no extra work, because it's all included in the setup and in the system. If you want that, you push yes. This is the one sticking point I was going to tell you about that doesn't have a green button. So you have to make a decision here. Yes, I want to make more money. No, thanks. I'll pass for now on more money, right? And then you continue on and you're going to get to where it starts to talk about setting up your capture page. And your capture page, again, is like your storefront. And what I want to do is I want to show how to actually set that up, because I want to show how simple this is, right? The video is going to show you step by step. And I just want to show you, with experience, and granted, I've done this a few times. So you just come in here and you add a new step and you'll add a page. And the video will show you, you go to 30-minute workday, and then you come here to the main capture page and you select it and you name this. And I think the video will tell you to name it 30-minute workday, but I'm going to name it 30-minute workday live so that it'll go in and it won't mess with my system. And that's going to be, look how this is all done. Now, look, mine are a little different if I show you my live one, but if I show you my live one at my domain, it looks black, but it was the same thing as before, and then I've added to it over time, right? So inside of here, so this is all done already. All you have to do is come in here and edit the settings and put in your username, minus Friends Making Money. And then you have to, after you get your get response set up, which is the same thing, it's a couple of button clicks, and you'll set up your list. It will let you choose your list that you want to use. Now I have a whole bunch of lists because, again, I've been doing this a while and I'm a little more experienced than most, because I did say I've been with this system for 6 months, but we've been doing this online for about 20 years, so it did come a little easier to me. But that's it. This is all set up now, right? You press save, we click this button, and this is your storefront, and it's done. It's ready to go. All you had to do was connect it between this and get response, right? And if I put in my name and my email address, this will take me right to the page where we actually start to get signups for 30-minute workday. This is the 30-minute workday page that's also all done for you. This is all set up for you. This will do all your sales for you. You don't have to beg anybody to join. You don't have to make a list of your friends, because you're going to have people come in here that want to do this, and they're going to come in and join. And so after that, I mean, what else is there, right? There's not much else. You have to do your daily emails. So after you get your page set up, and this set up your capture page will show you those steps. It actually takes 3 videos to show you those steps that I just showed you in 2 button clicks, right? And then to get your links, it's going to show you how to get your links. Now you should get a domain name and all that stuff, but all that's going to be explained in the videos. And then after that, you set up your emails. Sorry, I'm going to share again. You set up your emails. Once you get through here, you're going to get your links, you're going to get your traffic, right? Another major sticking point I see a lot of people having lately is they order their traffic and they don't quite understand if their system is working. because they haven't put in any emails yet. So after you get your traffic, you want to continue on to the next step, to your daily action steps. The idea is you order your first bit of traffic, and then it's going to take a couple of days before that first bit gets rolling, right? So once that happens, now you can come in here and learn about your daily action steps. Down here on the bottom of your daily action steps are your emails. And just like the capture page, the emails are already wrote for you. Okay, we call this a done for you system because all you have to do is come here and copy this done for you information and then go write the email, right? You just copy all this and then you go over to get response and you create an autoresponder. You come here to these docs and show autoresponders and you create an autoresponder. And then you literally just name it, autoresponder name day 0, right? Change this, and it's all in the video. And then we'll create a new email. And we'll call this, I think it was, I'm just gonna name it day 0, but the subject is right here in the, I lost it. Where the heck did it go? Here it is. Subject's right at the top. I think it's hooray, you made it. So you put in hooray, you made it. Look at that, it even came up. And then you go to the next step. And I like to put the same name up here also because it helps you track it. And then you pick a blank template is the easiest way. Start from scratch, pick a blank. When you're first learning, you just do it the simple way, right? And then as you get more knowledgeable, yeah, maybe you'll have to come back in here and adjust some of these, but you just paste this in here. Then you change out a couple of little things. I like to tell people there's 2 different kinds of ways to set up these emails. So I like to tell people make sure and use this little guy with the pen, little guy down here to change that out. And then you put in your registration link, which will be in the get your links part. And then you put in your name and then you go to the next step. Right? And then you save it and you publish it. I'm not gonna, because I don't want to put it in my system, but you save and publish it. And that's all there is to putting in an email. So your first email is in there. Now, again, there's better ways to do it, but that's the basis of it, right? You follow the video. It's going to show you right here. It will show you, click here for training on adding an autoresponder message to get response. And then there's going to be another video. In this video, he's going to tell you read the book first. But if you're already this far, just go ahead and watch the video and put in your 4 emails and you can get rolling. And then that's it. Then what you do is you do your daily email. And if you saw my daily emails, some of them are super short, right? Today I did an email that was 7 sales today. I put in an image. I slipped this in because it's a saved feature. And then I put in a little bit of information right here. Now I did send one earlier today to talk about this, and you probably got this one. It was a little longer, right? No big deal. I just chatted a little bit about what was going on, what I've been thinking. I read a lot, so I get a lot of my emails from that. And that's it. And then, like I said, I get traffic every Monday. It's automatically set up for me. I don't have to do that. It's once you set it up, it's all set up. You just have to believe it's going to work. And I believe it works. It works every time for me. It works for a whole bunch of other people. So go in, set up your traffic, and then that will be on autopilot. Your autoresponder will send out your 4 daily messages, and then you just do your daily email. And then if you don't want to do anything else, like Louis, right? Louis has other stuff going on. He doesn't do much else than that. He doesn't do trainings with his whole team. He doesn't, I do all that stuff because it's stuff I like to do. I don't have a job. I have the time to do it.
I just say get out of my way when it comes to the winter here and things slow down. And we're a huge believer in multiple streams of income. And when I sat down and on our HBA mastermind and was shown this, I went right at it. You just don't, when you see an opportunity, you jump on it. And I said, hey, I'll check this out. And I already was there. So started making sales right out of the gate and worked on it during the winter there. And just telling you, you every day you have a choice, to make the most of your day. Is that your dog now?
No,
um,
my dog's not in here. That must
so
still be your dog.
every day you have a choice of what you're going to do. If you're going to, for me, it's maybe like, what business am I going to work on? I have a large family at home. We have a property in West Virginia, two properties in Vermont. We were in the process of relocating. COVID all happened. I do have a full-time job. So I'm not telling you that stuff for excuses. I'm just giving you, give you a bigger background that like I said, if I could do this with all this other stuff going on, I still made it work. I see this is on my checklist. Once my apartment and building, we do all the work ourselves. We're adding an efficiency to kind of give us a place to land at. So I got a tenant that may be moving out. We have some things that are eating up more time than we thought it was. Plus, we spent 3 weeks, Jim? I took 3 weeks of vacation time, because family is what we all want, is to be able to spend time with our family. And so I was away totally from almost all electronics for that 3 weeks. It was thankfully where we go camping at. They don't even have Wi-Fi. You don't even have cell service to be able to surf stuff, unless you go down by the water and stand on a rock and just hope that you don't drop your phone in the water. So all those things still happen, but yet I'm still making money, and I know it's right here. And it's like, okay, things are going to slow down for me here in come November, and I say, get out of my way, because all those other things are all done. It's like, what am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go shoot a video. But for people that are just starting out, they don't have all those other things. They don't have an apartment building or, a pretty demanding job. This does not take a lot of time. It does take time in the people like Jim or myself and Amy on Wednesday nights. And if you get on the HBA, if you got the HBA premium on the mastermind, your mindset will start to change, and you'll start to say, wow, I can do this. Or, oh, that's all that I was missing. Or maybe that apprehension of reaching out and asking a question, where you've been stuck. Up until the 30-minute workday, I'd start building a landing page or whatever. But it wasn't until, you get stuck, and it may not be, and that's all it takes. Oh, I'll get to it later. You worked on it for an hour, got frustrated, left it, went and looked at some videos, did some other stuff, and then the next thing you know, 2-3 days go by. We're here to tell you, don't let that happen. If you're actively trying to do something, and then you pop on a chat or message one of us, or message somebody else in your sphere that might have the answer. In this realm, we're not going to tell you to just go, oh, forget it. We're going to help you. And so don't let yourself get stuck to where you can't move forward. There's no reason for that. And that's what we hope. Some of the things that we hope to accomplish from our calls every week is to make that connection with you, the person that provided you this page. Again, if you haven't joined or learn more about 30-minute workday, sign up, get in the Telegraph. You'll see Jim there. I do not hop in there that often. I think I was in there 2 weeks ago. Jim convicted me somehow. He doesn't even know it. So I've got it open now, and I'm answering some questions for some people, off on the side. But it feels really good to be able to help somebody. With something that you struggled with at one time, He said, "Oh, I got this one. I can take care of that."
Right.
And so it's a community in the build. You know, it started with one sale, $25 sale. And, you know, I think I think the GIF I posted of somebody floating on a cloud, like Cloud 9, was when my son made his first sale. You know, come on, that was pretty cool. But it's pretty cool that if you put the time in here, if you put the time in, it's going to reap huge dividends for you. You say, I don't know what to write about. But you know what? Get on other people's lists. See what they're writing about. Tweak what they're writing about a little bit. You know, it might be all, hey, I've experienced kind of the same thing. Use their email, because your email list is different than their email list. It's like my son Michael's, his emails work well for him because everybody knows he's 16 going on 17, and that works. His email might not work for me. But there's some pretty good ones that he pumps out that's like,
Right. Just a
I think
couple of
Jim
little
stole
tweaks,
it.
a little,
I mean,
language.
reused, but it works. It works. I think he just got a funnel and a trial premium. You know, just I think it was just yesterday he was telling me that. It's like,
$20.
you know, it's like, yeah, it'd be $120 a month. All right, come on. You go to work at McDonald's or any of the places that we talked about. I kind of laugh. Let's say you're working there and you're fortunate enough to be making $12 an hour now at McDonald's. Only, you know, $480, I think $480 gross from 40 hours of going and dealing with it. Your travel commute there, then they whale you in taxes. I say they should video that. They can do a whole show on that stuff. But here you don't have any of that. You don't have to commute anywhere. You just have to have the belief that if I get up, you know, I think everybody would agree that having customers that are already pre-interested come knocking on your door is much faster and easier to do to build your business.
Well, and you know, and we haven't really talked about this, but I showed $1,000 a month, right? And if you're a second income earner and you have a second car and you have to put the kids in daycare and you have to all of those things just to earn, like you're talking about, 400 bucks, what, every 2 weeks, 400 bucks of, I guess, almost 400 bucks a week, right? Not quite. But if you had to do all those things and pay and at the time and all that frustration, I mean, $1,000 a month is a lot of money when you're talking about you don't have to put the kids in daycare, you don't have to drive anywhere. You know, it could definitely make a big change for a certain type of person. You know, is it a full-time income? It's not quite, but it's good money for $30 for 30 minutes a day. You know, and realistically, I think that I could have made this money without doing much more than just sending an email out. I just happen to like helping people a lot, you know, so I set up a schedule and I get on and I help people all the time. But I know there's a lot of people that don't, you know, most people don't get on and help their people. So, and I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. All I'm saying is you can or you can't, you know, either way. Just keep bringing people in, show them that the opportunity is amazing and that it works. And I mean, and I've said this a bunch of times. I've done a lot of things that I've not felt comfortable telling anybody, hey, you can make money doing this, but making money. I think we stopped it. I think the live stopped. I noticed a minute ago it did something weird.
What was that?
Just read the book, and I don't ever make a commission off of you or off of, you know, whatever you do, and you just decide to go apply some of those things without buying our tools. Hey, I'm happy. Let me know that you did that, and I'll be tickled that you got enough value out of that to change your life, you know. So that's all we got tonight. Louis, you got anything you want to add?
No, as always, you know, if you have questions, need help, just to make sure I'm unmuted. If you have questions and you need help, go ahead and, contact one of us. Get in the chat. I see Penny and a bunch of other people that are in there and answering questions for people. Keep moving forward. Build your belief system will build the more time you're around. We talked about being around millionaires, and I'm not even sure what the book is or whatever that says, that you become more like the ones that you're around, the people that you spend time with, you'll become more like them in all ways, in financially, and in picking up some of their mannerisms. So if you get around other people that you want to get into this space, get in this community and be in this space, get in the HPA premium. You've got 2 7-figure earners right there. You got Nick, a 7-figure earner. These people are sharing their knowledge. Be open to learn and to apply what you learn and share what you learn. Every little bit with your list, you don't know who on that list is going to open that email and take action. You just don't. I had 2 people last week that got on my list from, it was last week I was telling you, Jim, 2 people got on my list that got on my list in March. Never opened an email, and all of a sudden, bam. You know why? Because Nick is also helping you out. Nick is helping you out even after they get on your list. They're also getting on Nick's list. So, that's powerful.
And I got a sale today that's not on my 30-minute workday list. It came directly from Amy's video last night. So they just bought the HBA products. Now they can start like we did, start backwards and just get the 30-minute workday for free as a bonus,
Unbelievable.
So, and I also wanted to share this real quick. I got my 8th sale today, 20 minutes ago, while we were here doing this. So pretty cool. 8 sales in one day. I think this is my best day ever so far in this particular business. I have had a $25,000 month in my online career, but not so far doing this. I know there's somebody in this business that's real close to that. And so that's my thing. Somebody else is doing it. I can do it. So so can you. All right. I think that's all we're going to do tonight. And we will talk soon. See you next week.
See you next week.